Hello students, this video is regarding your cell referencing and other simple topics. So first thing I'm going to tell you is order of precedence. See, order of precedence is the order in which Calci calculates a formula. Okay, Calci will begin at the left of the formula and move to the right hand side as you do in the mathematical calculations. So first thing will be evaluated always is the parenthesis. Parenthesis means brackets, then exponents. So all values with exponents are calculated. After that, multiplication and then division, and then addition and subtraction. Okay, now next thing is your cell referencing. See, cell referencing are an important part of creating formulas. Cell referencing allows your formulas to update automatically if the value in a particular cell changes. So three types of cell references are relative referencing, absolute referencing, and the mixed referencing. Your relative referencing is the simply we write the formula, like we write is equals to suppose we are calculating this d6 plus d7, so we are writing d6 plus d7. Now you can see the value is 9. So this was what, this is known as the relative referencing. Okay, so references that will change in relation to the new location of the formula. Like if I apply this formula in the other location, so the values will be different. So this is known as a relative referencing. Okay, when a formula contains relative referencing and it is copied from one cell to another, Calci does not create an exact copy of the formula. It will change the cell addresses, because if we calculate some other addresses, it is going to change the cell addresses. Now next thing is your absolute referencing. See, in absolute referencing, references that remain the same when a formula is copied to a new location, in that case we use the absolute referencing. No matter where the formula or the values is in the original cell are moved, the formula will continue to refer to the same cell. So absolute referencing is accomplished by placing dollar sign. Like here we are writing. In absolute referencing, we will first put the equal to sign, then we will put the dollar sign, then D, again dollar sign, then 6, then plus, then dollar sign, then D, then dollar sign, and then 7. So this is known as the absolute referencing. So absolute referencing is accomplished by the dollar sign, and if the formula is copied to cell C2, okay, suppose I'm copying the formula, this is written in the C17, and if I copy this formula to C18, then it should be the sum of the cells of it should be d6 plus d7, and both the column and the row of the both cells are absolute and will not be changed when we are going to copy this formula to some other place. Next thing is your mixed reference. Now this will again calculate the same result. Now in mixed referencing we can mix the relative and the absolute referencing. So we can use only the row or column is fixed. Okay, like we can write is equals to d $6, and here we can write down dollar D7. So you can see the difference. Here we are putting only the dollar sign either in the row header or in the column header. So the next thing is your formatting data in a spreadsheet. So in formatting, the different things which comes are like editing and formatting a spreadsheet, extending a selection, editing the data, moving the data through cut and copy operation. Okay, so all these things we are going to see. Now first thing is how we can edit the data. Simply we just need to click there. After that we can change this data. So like I have written 600. So this is how we can edit the data. Now next thing is you're selecting the data. So I told you how you can select. You can just click here, and with the help of shift key you can click the arrow keys like right arrow, then down arrow, anything like that. Or the next method is by with using the mouse, we can select the data. Then this is how we can select the data. Okay, selecting the range. Now next thing is moving the data with the help of cut and copy operation. See, suppose I want to copy this whole data in another place, so we can click on control, either we can click the right mouse, from here we can select the copy, or we can just click the control plus C, that is the shortcut key. So here we are clicking, and control plus V is for pasting, or we can make the use of right click, then we can select the paste option. So the difference between the cut and copy, we had earlier also we had done in the Open Office Writer, that when we are copying the thing, so it will be copied from this place to the another place. But if we cut this, suppose I'm selecting this and I press Ctrl plus X, that is used for cutting, so it will be removed from this place and it will be pasted to the new place. So this is the difference between the cut and copy. So shortcut keys are for copy Ctrl plus C, for paste Ctrl plus V, and for cut it is Ctrl plus X. Now if we want to erase or clear the data, suppose we are working in the worksheet and sometimes we need to clear some of the data. So we have two choices. We can select the cell or the range of cell that we want to delete, and suppose I want to delete this, so I'll select this, then go to the edit button, then from here you can delete this. This is delete cells, delete contents. Okay, either you can right click and from here you can delete or delete the contents. Now next thing is your autofill feature. See, autofill feature fills the cell data or series of the data in a worksheet. If we want to have a series of data, suppose we want to enter the days of weeks, okay, and we want to enter them automatically. Suppose I write here January. Now what I have to do, I have to click here. Now you can see this symbol, a plus sign is coming here when you will take the mouse over here. Now press shift. Now press the mouse and just bring it down, so you will see the months have been written over here. Now this is January, Feb, March, April, May, June, and again if you are going to select this and you will click the mouse towards down, again the months will be written there. Similarly, like you are writing Monday, now you want to enter the days automatically, so again you will click here, you will click this plus sign, and with the help of the mouse you can bring it down, so you can see the days have been entered. Similarly, the numbers you can use, like 1 is written there, so if you click on this sign and you bring the mouse over here, you can see these numbers are written there. So this is the feature, autofill feature. Okay, now next is your file handle. A file handle is a small black square, this square which I told you. Now this one is your file handle. So this, with the help of this, we have dragged it downwards and we have entered the data. Okay, this is the use of autofill. By using series option also, one more option is there, that first type the first entry, like I am writing 1 over here, then select the range of the cell, like I have selected this. Now next is, if we want to use the autofill by the series, I have clicked enter 1 here, then 2, then press enter. Now you can select the cells in which you want to autofill the data. Now go to the edit menu, from here go to the fill, then series, then under this you can select whether towards down, whether towards up. Okay, then here you can enter the start value, like start value, then end value, suppose you want to 10, increment you just want to give 1 or you want to give it 2, then okay. So this you can see 1 plus 2 is 3, then 3 plus 2 is 5. This is because we have given the increment value 2. So this is how we can autofill this. This was the done by the use of series. Now next is changing the font size, color of the text. See, font is what it is, a set of characters represented in a single typeface. So we can change them, we can format them. Like I have written this, so we'll select this. Now go to the format option. Under this you can go to the cells, format. This is the cells. In this various formats are given, like numbers, then we have fonts, these are the font effects, these are alignments. From here font you can select the font style, typeface and the size. Then borders you can use, backgrounds you can use, the colors, alignments you can use. So these are what the formattings which we can apply over it. Okay, we can apply the alignments, like we want to enter the data in the top align, middle align, bottom align, align text left, center, align text right, then text orientation, whether we want it diagonally or vertically. So all these are what alignment types. Here you can see left, center, right, justified, etc. are given. Then your next topic is freezing and unfreezing rows and columns. See, freezing means that locking a number of rows at the top of the spreadsheet or a number of columns on the left of the spreadsheet or both, so that they don't move when we scroll the sheet. Okay, so let's take an example that I'm clicking here. This is this is third row. Then after selecting this, go to the window, then click on the freeze. Now this row has been freezed. Okay, now when you will scroll this, okay, suppose we are just taking this because we can't scroll it upwards. Now I have made this 18th row. I have freezed this 18th row by going into the window, then clicking here on freeze. Now you can see when we are going to scroll it down, you can see that 17 is there, but 18 is not moving. So all these 17 rows has been freezed. Okay, and you can move the further rows towards upwards. So this is how we can freeze it. And similarly, if we want to unfreeze, we will go to the window, then we will click on freeze again, so it will be unfreezed. And similarly we can do in the columns also. Suppose this column I have freezed, selected the E column, then click on freeze. Now if you will move this towards right, you can see that this column is not going to move, it will just still here. Okay, then how we can split the screen horizontally or vertically. So the screen can be splitted horizontally or vertically. The steps are, like, we can move the mouse pointer into the vertical scroll bar on the right hand side of the screen and place it over a small button at the top of the black triangle. So you can see this black triangle is there. Now here you can see this black arrow, and you can double click this. Now scroll this downwards. Now you can see the screen has been divided horizontally. That means splitted horizontally. And similarly, okay, now we entered Control Z. We don't want it like this. Now we want to split the screen vertically. So again, in this, when you will press here, you will see. So here also, from here you can split the screen vertically. Then as you are using the navigator, see how we can use the navigator. We have to click on the clock icon in the standard toolbar, or we can press the F5 button or click view navigator. Okay, now this is the icon on which you have to click. This is the navigator icon, or we can press the F5 also. When you will click on this, you can see various sheets are given. Suppose we have different sheet like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, so we can navigate through these. Okay, all the data ranges has been given. Then your database range has been given, linked areas has been given, your graphics, OLE objects means object linking and embedding objects. Then your comments and your drawing objects are given here. Then is your document properties. See, every document in Calci has got properties. So how we can see those properties? We will go to the file menu. Under this you can see this properties. Now in this journal option you can see the different property dialogues has 6 tabs: journal, description, custom properties, internet, security and statistics. So the information on the journal page and the statistic page is generated by the program, and the internet page is relevant only to the HTML documents. Okay, so here we complete this. So thank you all of you.